Marvel's Hulk might be the strongest there is, but he's not invincible. The big green guy and his human alter ego Bruce Banner have battled heroes and villains alike since his debut in 1962. And while Hulk may be the strongest, it's only natural that he's still taken a few big losses along the way. Here are some more notable fights that go in the Hulk's L column. But just one warning to those who have given the Hulk a decisive beatdown: he always comes back angry, and you wouldn't like him when he's angry. Thor. In 2001's Incredible Hulk Annual, Thor, fresh off of a battle of his own, decides to help local authorities stop the Hulk's rampage. The Asgardian equivalent of a sucker punch, a thunderbolt straight to Hulk's face, gives Thor an early edge. But the brawl continues across multiple dimensions before a winner emerges. Ultimately, however, it's Thor's biology, not his battle prowess, that puts him ahead. While the Hulk is distracted by local wildlife, Bruce Banner takes control of the Hulk's body. However, the otherworldly atmosphere doesn't have enough oxygen for a regular human, and Banner passes out, leaving Thor victorious. Deadpool. It's hard to believe, but in one of Deadpool's very first solo appearances, he picked a one-on-one fight with the Hulk, and won. In 1997's Deadpool number 4, Wade Wilson learns that his healing factor is breaking down, and if that goes, the cancer that plagues his body will make a quick and fatal return. Even worse, there's only one cure: a sample of the Hulk's gamma-irradiated blood. Tracking down the Hulk is easy, getting a sample of his blood isn't. Deadpool's swords don't make much of a dent in the Hulk's thick green hide, and Deadpool doesn't stand a chance in a straight-up brawl. But Deadpool's not just crazy, he's also smart. When the Hulk leaps straight towards him, Deadpool points an old broken pipe right at the charging beast. Hulk impales himself, and Deadpool collects a blood sample from the monster's bleeding wound before the Hulk can recover. Eventually, the Hulk frees himself by pulling the pipe out of the ground, but not before Deadpool makes an extremely speedy getaway. Juggernaut. Kane Marco, better known as the Juggernaut, has super strength and super endurance. But his most notable power is that once he's in motion, he's literally unstoppable. That ability came in pretty handy in the Incredible Hulk number 402, when the Hulk took over a government agency called the Pantheon, and immediately headed to South America on a peacekeeping mission. There, Hulk ran into a casually dressed Juggernaut, who immediately launched an attack. Hulk spent most of the fight distracted. He didn't recognize Marco in everyday clothes, and yet seemed to have the Juggernaut put away when Marco sank in a pit of quicksand. But nothing can stop the Juggernaut, not even Mother Nature. Juggernaut burst out of the trap, put Hulk in a sleeper hold, and went on to beat the stuffing out of his opponent. Batman. That's right, Batman went toe-to-toe with the Hulk, and claimed victory in the process. It all happened in the DC Special Series number 27, an intercompany crossover that came out in September of 1981. Using a false identity, Bruce Banner sneaks into a job at Wayne Enterprises, which was manufacturing a brand new gamma radiation gun. Banner hoped the device could get rid of the Hulk once and for all, but before he could find out, the Joker attacked. Bruce hulked out just as Batman arrived, and it wasn't long before they were both duking it out in a Wayne research laboratory. That the two of them would get into a fight isn't surprising. What is surprising is the simplicity of Batman's plan: a pellet of sleeping gas and a well-timed kick to the gut, and the Hulk goes down. And that wouldn't be the last time the Hulk faced off against a member of Marvel's distinguished competition. Superman. In 1996, the DC and Marvel universes squared off in a 4-part miniseries appropriately called DC vs. Marvel. One of the series' best gimmicks was that it gave fans the ability to vote on who would win in each superpowered showdown. While the Marvel universe ended up on top once the dust cleared, when Superman beat the Hulk at the polls, he laid the smackdown on the printed page as well. It's not even close. While the Hulk lands a few good punches, a heat vision barrage and a well-placed strike to the jaw is all that the last son of Krypton needs to put him down. The only silver lining for Hulk fans? The version of the Hulk featured in DC vs. Marvel had previously traded some of his strength in order to keep Bruce Banner's intellect. But if the Hulk had been at full power, maybe it would have been a different story. Hawkeye. If the Hulk has a weakness, it's Bruce Banner. The easiest way to put down the Jade Giant is to stop Banner before he transforms. That's how Hawkeye deals with the Hulk in Marvel's crossover series Civil War II. When a young man named Ulysses prophesizes a Hulk-fueled disaster, superheroes gather on Bruce Banner's doorstep and ask the scientist to turn himself in. Before Banner can comply, however, Hawkeye, who claims that he saw Banner's eyes flash green, lets loose an arrow, killing Banner instantly. But for what it's worth, Banner did ask him to do it if he ever felt he might hurt innocent people. So, hooray for the good guys? The Hulk. In the Future Imperfect storyline, the Hulk takes on his own worst enemy, the Hulk. And as you might guess, it doesn't go so well. Set about 100 years in the future, Future Imperfect explores a world where war has wiped out heroes and villains alike. The Hulk, now calling himself the Maestro, rules the world with an iron fist, thanks to a combination of Bruce Banner's intelligence, nuclear-powered strength, and a century's worth of pent-up rage. Rebels use a time machine to bring the present-day Hulk into the future, hoping that the strongest one there can stop a warlord who's even stronger. Unfortunately, the Maestro knows of all the Hulk's moves and then some, and easily defeats his younger counterpart, ultimately snapping the Hulk's neck. The Hulk eventually recovers and confronts the Maestro again, and while he still can't physically defeat the despot, he does end up winning. Using the same time machine that propelled him into the future, Hulk sends the Maestro back to the gamma explosion that created him in the first place. The Maestro is incinerated at the exact same time the Hulk is born, leading to a victory for the good guys and 2 decisive Hulk beatdowns in one epic story. Now if that's not epic enough for you, strap yourself in for the Hulk's most diabolical foe yet. That's right, we're going to talk about the time the Hulk was defeated by puppies! Over the years, S.H.I.E.L.D. has tangled with the Hulk numerous times, and as one of the most important and technologically advanced peacekeeping agencies on the planet, it only makes sense that they'd put that experience to good use. In 2013's The Indestructible Hulk special, S.H.I.E.L.D. unleashed its latest, greatest, and cutest anti-Hulk weapon, a crate crammed full of puppies. See, while the Hulk might be a monster, he's not heartless. The onslaught of adorable little furballs eased the Green Goliath's nerves and forced a transformation back into the Hulk's mild-mannered alter ego, Bruce Banner. Not very scientific, but it got the job done. So the next time you're facing off against a giant green rage monster, don't forget to bring a couple of cute doggos along. Thanks for watching. Click the looper icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.